So, I wanted to go over some of the strategies attendant in Dicey Dungeons. And this is a game that I see a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people don't like dice-based games. They don't like luck in their games. If you really understand dice and probability, however, it really isn't so much about luck at all. We're just going to give a rundown of each of the main characters' strategy in just a basic game and give you a little demo of how this works, so we can understand a little bit about how it's possible to win even if there is a variable of luck involved. This isn't going to have anything with the basics of the game. I'm assuming you already understand how to play it. This is the warrior. He's the guy who's just the most basic guy. You start out with only one weapon, so on the warrior, and you get this combat roll thing that'll re-roll a dice for you. So the warrior is really, he's made to be the easiest and simplest one to understand. You see here, this guy gets 5 damage out of it too. Right there you can see my damage, and it's 19 to 24, but this guy only has, basically I got 3 more points to finish him off. There he is. He's done. Alright. You get experience after each one. If I get 1 more experience, then I get a reset on my life total. So already we're great there. You notice I took the guy that led to the chest first. That's poison isn't really great for warriors, but we'll take it anyway here. Later on you fill up your backpack, and there's going to be, alright, 6 adds 2 poison, and I get that. Double 6s right there. Alright, best roll I could do up for. Later on, you get so much stuff that you have to pick and choose what goes into your backpack. But you can see there, I just nicked the first 2 guys. I now get a health increase and a level up. Extra die. So now I'm all the way back to 28 life, and this floor is finished. Whoop! Alright, here again we have a path to choose from. So this guy here, I can get a chest. But if I pass this guy, I get an apple for his 5 health. You may go for that in an emergency if you're planning on needing the health boost before you get your next level up. This guy here will also lead to a cart. That's neither here nor there. I'll go ahead and do stereo head here. Level 2 isn't really that tough either. He's weak to shock, but that doesn't do much good. We'll go for the 6 damage and 2 poison right there. And let's re-roll this. Re-roll this. 5 is pretty good. We'll settle for that. And one thing the warrior struggles with really is fast kills. He's not really that fast. He clobbers hard. You can see here we get Fury, and I can double the next action. So let's see if we can make that count for something. We try to re-roll our lowest die to try to get the highest total possible, and the dice hate me this turn. So we're just going to do Fury and do... it doesn't really matter, but we'll do that. That'll just hit him twice. And 3 damage without any poison. He still has 4 hit points left. The poison did 1 damage to him. Okay, well, he's going to weaken me. This guy's a pain in the butt with his weaken, but believe me, there's much worse enemies later on. Okay, those 2 got weakened. However, 5 damage is enough to kill him. So, there we go. Alright. Once again, we're going to get a health reset later on. Dice value bump, that will come in handy. Warrior gets a lot of dice mechanic finagling tools going on. Here we go, I can get an automatic 6 right there and do 6, adding 2 poison. And let's try for the highest roll. Well, that's a toss-up. 5. Alright, 5. These cartoon guys are cute. Doubles to, oh yeah, he gave me everything he's got. You see I got 4 hit points left right there. Oh, that's going to hurt. Here. I'm going to do a Fury on that, and he's at 11, so 6 and 6 is 12. That'll kill him. Jeez, we got by. Yeah. Ta-da. I got a health reset, health increase, level up, and you get your choice of these things. Boomerang does damage to you, but does double the damage to the enemy. I'm not too sure about that one. Spike Shield 2 is kind of, yeah, Warrior also gets a lot of shielding. We'll have shield access later. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Here we are. Now we have an apple we don't need because our health just got reset. So we can leave the floor after this enemy. We can come back here, get this health, and have a health reset to start out the next floor on. So we can't lose no matter what here. Yeah, I've got everything in my backpack, so all set up. Wizards aren't that hard. They get their choice of dice. I can do the highest possible there, and let's see. Can I do a 4? You know what? I will do 8 damage to him and 4 damage to me. And 6 damage of that. That's probably one of the best possible scenarios we could have. These guys only get their choice of 1 spell. So he's going to dodge next attack. Pay attention to that. That means it really doesn't matter what I do. Beep. Okay. 6 damage there. He was already poisoned. We're cool. So yeah, this is really pretty breezy. Over here on the cart, you try to pick out one of these things that you think will work best. Recovering health, like I say, Warrior gets a lot of shielding opportunities with his equipment later on. There's one, adding 4 to shield, but 7 dice. I don't know if that's really something. This one here is kind of interesting. You do damage and freeze 1 dice. Freezing means you reduce that dice total to 1, so your opponent can only roll a 1 instead of one of their dice. Now we have enough equipment to kind of fill things up. I've actually liked Toxic Hughes. It's been doing pretty good for us. So later on you want to try to get as much space in your equipped area as possible. And you can upgrade some things so that they took up 2 spaces and instead they would take up only 1. That's later on when you get a chance to upgrade. I don't know about a bump. Getting rid of that. Let's try this and snowball. Boomerang and bump. And then we'll probably get another small piece of equipment right there. Fill in that last slot. Okay. Quite a board. Here's the upgrade anvil right over here. And I've got 2 enemies to go until I get to an apple and a cart, or 1 enemy to go to an apple and a chest. Let's pick her first because I'm close to leveling up here. She's strong against poison. Well, I picked a lousy time to say poison, didn't I? Nevertheless, strong against poison means she will still take some damage. This takes an odd number, but we have bump here, so this is the highest possible odd number we could roll there. And then, let's see if we can do better than a 2. Yeah, 8. There we are. Oh, I got a limit break. So this means next turn she's dead almost no matter what I do. She's only at 6 life anyway. I can save my fury until the next enemy. Alright, I can get an apple there. Let's see what's in the chest first. It needs a 6. That's not going to be worth it. That's going to be 6 health, and that'll restore me back up to 29. Alright, well, it's close enough here. Now this guy here, he's weak to ice, so I do have a freezer for him. But let's see if we can get a better roll on the lowest total die. Come on. Okay, well, that's the board hates me again. Here, dice plus 6. I will do fury and hit him for 12 and 4 poison. There we are. Alright, that's lethal. That's pretty lethal. Odd number, great. Handy for the ice, and he's weak to that. And doing 6 damage to him. You can see where poison counts down by the turn. So if you do 4 poison to an enemy, next turn it'll reduce to 3, next turn after that 2, next turn 1. So you get the stacking damage from poison. Now he's set one of my dice on fire. If I touch that, I'm going to take 2 damage, which I could almost care less about. Let's try for a higher roll first. Yeah, okay, well. He's only at 6 life here. So, I could conceivably... yeah, I can do 4 damage to him and the poison will take him out right there. And I didn't have to touch this die. So I say in turn, he's dead. Leveled up, full health again. I just took this apple over here to make sure I could withstand this fight. Now I get an upgrade. So if I upgrade this, that does not shrink it down. I really want space. I prioritize space in my upgrade slots if at all possible. So I can't reduce any of the space that any of my weapons takes up. So next I need to think about what's going to do the best. This is going to add one more poison. That's a big whoop-de-doo. Odd +1. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Bump. I get 2 uses out of bump. I'll take that. Alright. Okay, handyman here. This is the guy, I think he hits you for 6. Like every time for combining dice. Alright, so I get 1 bump there. That's a 6 and 2 damage. I can use another bump there to get a 5, and that gives me an odd number with freeze damage. And then, let's see what, oh wow, a 6. We're going to take 6 here. Do it. Live dangerously. Yeah. Alright. So he's going to combine those two, and then on 6 he can inflict 1 shock. Shock cuts your equipment a little bit. It's not really that big a deal. Which one? Oh, he shocked my bump. Okay. Well, I may not even care about that because I can spend this and just blast him away. Alright. Max 3, even, burns 1 dice, reusable. Huh. That's cute. Burning a die only does 2 health damage, so it's not really that much. And this is the shield I was talking about. We're kind of doing well without shield right now. I've got it on the baby easy level. Let's go for that just to add something to our slot. See, now we got an extra weapon in here, so we've got 5 possible things to do. You want as many things to do with your dice as possible. I can also hit the apple, and I start out only -5 health going down to the next level. We're at level 4. You get 6 4s out of here, so it's not really that hard a journey. You can see here if I beat this guy, I get access to 2 things right away. This guy is just a dead end. I could conceivably pass him by, but I don't. You don't want to pass by enemies in Dicey Dungeons because it gives you experience and lets you level up. Let's do this guy. I forget what he does. And alright, let's start re-rolling. Alright, that's a good one. That's better. That's great. Alright. We will do 6 with 2 poison. We will bump 1 and get a 5 with 1 freeze. We will do this. We can't use this because it's max 3 this time. Yeah. Really, I don't mind using the boomerang because this guy has a countdown thing on it, on burning 2 dice, so that's really not going to be that big a threat here. We're going to hopefully to finish him off faster. That whacks him, and there, and he's got 8 life left with 3 poison. So if I do 5 more damage, he's gone. I can bump this up 1. Doing 3 damage and adding 1 poison. Now he has 4 poison. I literally have to do 1 poke to him left, and he's gone. Yeah, so if you pay attention to the game mechanics and figure your odds as best as possible scenario out of the luck of the dice, you really eliminate the luck factor. This will deal 6 damage and burn 1 dice, which will do 2 damage, so it's a total of 8 damage for 8 points. That's not bad. I may switch to that at some point. Is that better than anything we're running here? Really, this gives me just 6 for 8. 8 damage for 6 right there. Yeah. Let's see, bully. We do want to be sure we get past this guy because we are missing some health. So let's whack that. Odd number there. I'm going to lay off the boomerang for a while, I think, for this battle. This guy does do some damage. You can see there where the freeze made him just get one. Alright, now I get a Fury. The more you get hit, the more limit breaks you get. So that's sometimes good. Hey, let's remember to use it. Whack! Okay, 5 damage. Oh, look at that. He's got 6 poison on him right there. Haha, end turn. He's dead. Alright, we got a health restore. We got a cart trip. This is this crazy little deal or no deal thing. I never take these. They always suck. However, this one here does straight damage, and then they're offering to upgrade it to damage and inflict a shock on 6. Since it doesn't cost me money, I'll say deal with that, even though that was in my backpack at the beginning. So now I get a hammer there. Maybe I could retire Boomerang and Claw, since those two are not as serviceable, and try to do Hammer here, which doesn't restrict me, so I don't have a restriction on which dice I can put in. You can see here where, different things. This takes a 6 only. Snowball requires an odd number. Claw requires a maximum roll of 3. You want to try to get as much flexibility in what rolls you can get as possible for your equipment. So right now, I'm very well set up here. Alright, with 20 hit points left, let's get Snowman. I'll be able to level up right after this. He's weak to fire, huh? Yeah, wow. Look at that. I get 6 to inflict shock, and 6 to hit him with poison. And a 5 right there. That's the most perfect rolls I could have asked for. Shock makes it so that you lose 1 die when you have to unlock the thing. So he hit me pretty hard. Oh wow. Okay. The benefit here is that I can re-roll my 1, so Warrior's kind of sort of immune to freeze, which is kind of cool. I will hit Fury. And is it better to poison him twice or shock him twice? I will poison twice. So that's 5 poison next turn. That's going to leave him with 8 damage to recover from, so that's odd 5. Now I got to do just 3 more damage. He's dead. Right there. Level up, health reset. I survived. Okay. Yes, I would rather have an upgrade. Oh yeah, smaller. Smaller is always good. Yes, upgrade that. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Alright, now I'm taking up less space here so I can get back one of these things. It's always better to just have more stuff. Alright, we're in great shape. We're leveled up, fresh health. You can see here again, I'm going to try to take the path that leads to double apples here. Because we're going to get up on floor 5 here. This is the last floor before the big boss. And this guy here. Floor 5 enemies are a bit of a pain, so you kind of want to be able to take these guys out. Oh, brother. Ouch. Okay, bump that. Good lord, bump it again. Here. Odd, max 3. Shock. No, that didn't shock, and this isn't going to poison him either. Alright, that is an example of bad rolls do sometimes happen. This guy's going to have spend 6 just to unlock a weapon. Oh, great, a curse. Now, what a curse does, it destroys one of your tools at random when you try to use it. So, we don't know which one's going to trigger yet. So, we try to trigger it first. And then we'll know which one. We don't want to waste a good roll. It wasn't that one, though. Was it up? Okay, that ate my 6. Okay, well, I still have another 6 over here for this. And then I only have a max of 3 there, so, ha. Well, I can do 2. Oh, yeah, I can do 3. There we go. So I recovered even after getting cursed. Hey, he's got, okay, he can curse me, but, curse doesn't do any damage. It's just a hindrance. It's not like he's going to kill me with it. So he did nothing to me except just curse one piece of equipment. Was it the... Nope. Was it this one? Oh, I was Colonel Mustard in the library with a torch. Okay, there we are. Let's re-roll this to get a smaller number, then smaller number. Okay, there we are. Bump it twice. Bump it twice. And there you go, max 3. Okay, poison will get him next turn. He's gone. So you see, if you're spry enough with your equipment, you can really overcome the luck factor too. What do we got? Repeat next action is really for 12 dice. That's like a max of two sixes there. That's not going to be that useful. Gargoyles are nasty. I remember that much. Alright, let's bump that up for 6. Do 1 shock. We will take our max 3 with a claw. Reroll a 2. Reroll a 3. Reroll a 4. Should have quit while I was ahead. Here, let's do that. And I can do odd 5 damage and 1 poke. There. Yeah, this guy locks dice. Locking means you can't use it. You lose 2 dice. Those 2 dice are lost. I cannot use them. So let's reroll. Okay, well, that's a 5. I can get a 6 out of that and a 6 out of that. Doing 6 and a shock and 6 and 2 poison. We're going to have to endure this guy for another round. Notice he still hasn't done any damage to me, so, hey. You know what? That locking thing needs a 1, so maybe I should stop freezing his dice, because he needs 1s. Heck of a time for me to notice, isn't it? 6 damage. Oh yeah, let's knock it off with the freezing. You know what? This guy's dead next turn anyway. Here we are. Yes, I'm very pleased with myself, thank you. These guys have this little dialogue they snark off at you. I don't even need those apples yet. That's crazy. This guy is also a dice locker. Okay, bump 1, give me a 6. There's a 6 with shock. There's a 6 with poison. We know the drill, right? There's a 3 right there. And should we re-roll that and try to get another? Oh, look at that. It's our friend. Okay. Okay, he can only do damage after that thing counts down to 12. He'll never get there. Let's try reroll. 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 There we are. There's our 6. We can bump this twice. And get another 6 there. And we can't use either of these two because we have odd or max 3. And that's why we don't like too many restrictions on our equipment. But still, we're ahead. Okay. The AI on these things is pretty questionable too. They don't always take the smartest strategy. I get a limit break out of this, but I don't really want to waste it on him. Let's just do that because that's pretty much a guaranteed. He's fried chicken right there. Little ways to go until we level up. Kurt. I can buy an apple. I can take an apple. And that's 8 health. I'll only waste 1 health point. Adding 7. I'll go for it. There. You can't go back to levels, so you might as well just hit the apple while you're at it. I've already upgraded these two, so what happens when I upgrade Snowball? Only does 1 more damage. That does... Oh, max 5, you know. That would help. Yeah, let's do that. At least that way, the only thing that could happen to us now with our equipment, we have no restrictions, except that has to be an odd number, and this has to be basically a 6 is the only roll you can't use on that. So, Cowboy, this guy has 6 shooters. He's very spry. Here we are. Yes, that's cute. Here. Alright, there's that thing. Reroll. Lowest number reroll. Okay, that'll bump me up and give me a 6 so I get shock. I need a odd number for there. And a maximum of 5, and I can add 1 poison no matter what number I use. Alright, there we go. That was pretty good. Yeah, he's gotta have a 6 in order to do this stuff. This lets him roll 2 6s, and he can't even do that this turn. So, let's not give him another turn. More poison. More poison. And a shock in case poison doesn't work. We can use odd there. Ah, okay, he's gone. Alright, that's it. We're on our way to face the boss. I don't even need the health. Should I get an upgrade on one of these? 3 poison. Snowball. Sure, fine here. I mean, it's practically, I will have the gold to waste, so. Alright, oh, we're going to get this gal here. She looks so bored. Let's go. And I saved my fury from back when I didn't need it. Oh, she's not in the mood for fighting. Sure thing. Limit break. Here we go. I would like higher values. Okay. Alright. Max 5 will give me that. Oh boy. I don't get the poison or shock from these though. I get a nod there. That's terrible. That's terrible. We'll just live with it. I didn't even take the best turn that I could have had just then, but I'm saving my fury and I'm really just looking for 6s. Come on, yeah, okay, that's a number that matters. There we are. Alright, now we do fury. Let's shock 2 equipment for her. And reroll a 3. Reroll. I'm really trying for like 5s and high. Okay, there we go. There's a 6. That would be the 2 poison. I can bump 1, and that gives me that. Alright. There we are. I shot 2 equipment there, so she's going to have to waste 2 die just to unlock stuff. And all that does is give her shield. And then she's going to try to bash me with her shield when she gets it built up enough. So, as I take down her shield, I'm also taking away her weapon. So, that's more of that. That's more of that. Bumping this once gives me claw. Right there. 3 plus 1 odd damage right there. And she's got 5 poison. Oh, man. She's got to live with 1 hit point. Literally, it does not mean all I have to do is survive this turn. Well, okay. Now she's got shield, shield, shield. Alright, yeah. But she wasn't able to kill me after that turn at all. Alright, now I have to take her down from 3. However, poison 4 is going to do her. I'm not sure if poison is really effective. I forget. It's been a while, but I forget if poison's really something that the shield protects against. There it is. That was a whole level. Guys, this is not funny. The game designer thought this would be very funny. You always lose. That's spoiler alert right there. Isn't that hilarious? Okay. Alright. Thanks for joining us, and we'll work on the more harder strategy guys next time.